and welcome to Studio 90 Extra Time. I'm Heather Soltis and I'm joined by U-23 Men's National Team Captain Freddy Adu.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So Freddy, tough game on Saturday night against Canada. What are your thoughts on that loss at LP Field?
Obviously we're all disappointed, but we got to forget about it. What happened, what's done is done. We just got to move on. We win, we're through. That's just the way we see it, and we're not thinking about anything else but getting a win against El Salvador on tomorrow, on Monday.
So the Canada game didn't go your way, but the group stage is 3 games. You still have that game against El Salvador. That's really your chance to get back on track, right?
Yeah. Definitely is a chance to get back on track. That's why you got to have short memory, man. That's, when we talked about not making your highs too high and your lows too low, and we got to keep everything in perspective and keep it at the same, at the same level, For us, yes, we're all disappointed, as I said, but we also know what we got to do. We know we're a better team than that, and we know what we got to do to right the ship.
How do you do that? How do you make sure your highs aren't too high and your lows aren't too low? After beating Cuba 6-0, how do you kind of just keep it all at that even level?
I mean, it's, the coach, Caleb has talked about that with the group, and us as the players, we talk to each other, and we also, talked about it and said, listen, it's 6-0, but it was Cuba as well, and they were down a man as well, so we have to keep it in a perspective. These other teams are going to come ready to and try and disrupt the way we play, and be rough, physical, and also put numbers behind the ball, and that's what Canada did. But at the end of the day, as you said earlier, even if you lose a game, you're not out. You still have, you still get to play another game, and you still have a chance to right the ship.
Personally, you have a lot of experience in qualifying situations like this, in Youth World Cups and Olympics. How do you use that experience to help you understand the situation that this team is in right now?
I mean, you're right. I've been in a lot of situations like this in the past, and and we've also come through with flying colors. One prime example is the U-20 World Cup in 2007. We came out and we were very, very lucky against South Korea. They beat us. I mean, they kicked our butts all over the field, but somehow we ended up with a 1-1 draw. And going into the next game, we went up a goal. I mean, we went down a goal early against Poland, but we fought back, and that's when we turned everything around. And after winning that game, the confidence was high. Won against Brazil, and then won the group. So it's one of those things where just one game can change anything. So this last game, obviously, it's actually, in a way, it's good for us because now we know we're in a must-win situation, and once we get in that situation, and we get a win against El Salvador, then once we get to the semifinals, we have already been in the must-win situation. So we would approach it, the same way we did, against El Salvador as well.
So tomorrow, El Salvador only needs a tie to advance, where the U.S. probably needs a win. How do those scenarios affect the way the game's going to be played?
We've seen El Salvador play 2 games so far. We've had a chance to watch them on TV, because we've played it after them. And they're not the type of team to sit back. They're a very aggressive team, and they like to attack. They like to play you straight up. So, that, in a way, that could help us out a lot. But at the end of the day, we just got to do what we got to do. We got to find a way to win, and that's what good teams do, and that's what good players do. They find ways to make plays, and good teams find ways to win games. So I think we're a good team, and I think we have some special players, and I think we're going to find a way to get that win.
There are a lot of different scenarios with who advances from this group, who advances from the other group that's playing out in LA right now. Do you guys pay attention to that stuff?
No, we got to worry about ourselves, and first things first, we got to take care of business here, and then we'll worry about who we're facing, after that. So
your mom is here in Nashville. What has that been like, having her hanging out?
It's great. It's great to get her out of the house in Maryland for a little bit. She's enjoyed her time here. It's a different culture, and she's loved it, and she's really loved being at the games, because she hasn't been to a game of mine in a while. She's traveling back and forth from Ghana and whatnot, so it's nice to have her around, definitely. Just when you're out there playing, your mom's in the stands watching you, and it's great to just get to play live in front of your mom instead of her always watching it on TV.
What kinds of things have you guys been up to on your downtime here in Nashville?
Yeah, just hanging out, go out to lunch here, to dinner there, and just kind of hang out with my mom.
So you've had your mom in the stands at LP Field, and you've had a lot of just really vocal U.S. supporters, especially Saturday night against Canada. How important is it to have that kind of support against El Salvador on Monday?
Well, we're definitely going to need it. We're definitely going to need it, and because it's a must-win, and we're going to need all the help we can get. I mean, obviously we got to take care of the business on the field, but when we have the fans behind us, just cheering us on, and just guys get pumped up. The players on the field, we get behind that. That really helps us out. So we're definitely going to need it, and it is that important. So whoever's going to be watching this, we would love to have everybody come out and support us, because we're definitely going to need everybody.
Well, thanks for being here, Freddie, and thank you all for watching. You can see Freddie and the U-23 men's national team Monday night as they take on El Salvador in the group stage. That game kicks off at 8 p.m. Central at LP Field, and you can watch on the Universal Sports Network, Mundos, and CONCACAF.com. Thanks again for watching, and thanks for being here, Freddie.
Thanks for having me.
Yes. Right.